rebounded. Here's DJ Wagner, the freshman, crossover into the paint with the left. No, follow! It's Mitchell with the jam. Cats back by one, 29 seconds left in regulation. Reynolds offers the screen. They switch on him. Greer can't get it to him. Greer penetrates. Wraparound pass. Asanico blocked by Mitchell. The foul with 14 seconds left. The big fella's going to the free throw line where he's only been 6 times this season.
I thought they had an opportunity to get Reynolds open, but on that last bucket, on the pass here, he's been pump faking all night. And Mitchell, if you're going to foul him, foul hard, make him earn enough to strike.
Chris Asanico is 5 of 6 from the free throw line on the season. And we are tied. Reed Sheppard enters the game with 14 seconds remaining, and Rasheer Fleming back on the floor for St. Joe's. Chris Asanico for the lead. Sheppard with the board. 10 seconds left in regulation. Here's Wagner. 5 left. Wagner drives, hangs, tough shot. And corralled by St. Joe's. Quick timeout asked for. They didn't get it. And they're going to look at the clock and go to the monitor. Otherwise, we're going to overtime.
I did not see the... It's certainly interesting to see what lineup Coach Cal trusts to start this overtime.
Edwards, the freshman, from behind the screen for 3.
Pretty early. I mean, that's the type of shot that Coach Cal said, hey, in the Kansas game, we took 3 shots with 18 on the clock. That one was really early.
Eric Reynolds has been the big scorer for St. Joseph's tonight. Shot clock at 9, and he's able to draw a foul on Edwards.
I think he likes that matchup better than the Wagner matchup. I mean, DJ Wagner has been all over him in the second half, which has created other opportunities for the St. Joe's teammates. But that's a tough cover for Edwards on a very crafty and experienced scorer.
Edwards would take a seat. Dillingham first off the bench in overtime for Kentucky.
I think Coach Cal recognized that as well. This gives Kentucky more opportunity to switch on the perimeter as needed.
And Wagner, second time he's been tied up with Reynolds, and that's resulted in a foul.
It was the right call. He hugged him.
How difficult is it to defend a guy like Reynolds if they're going to run off screens in this scenario?
And he's so good at running off screens, setting you up.
Greer fading away. Tough shot. And Fierro saves it for Dillingham. This young Kentucky team unable to close it out in regulation. Trying to figure it out in overtime. Mitchell, the veteran, got it. The 23-year-old. Here's Xavier Brown, freshman, down the paint. Shot clock at 10. Greer with the okey-doke on Reeves. What a move.
When the play is broken down and St. Joe's has had nothing, it has been Greer creating for himself or for teammates deep into the shot clock.
Dillingham behind Mitchell. Mitchell content to stay on the perimeter. Another 3. Another hit. Timeout taken. Trey Mitchell, plug and play 23-year-old. Double 15 and 11 in the A-10 tournament in 21. Here's Greer. He's got great speed, and he's able to kiss it off the glass.
Just another miscommunication there by the guards. If you're going to switch, switch. But right now, they have left the ball and gotten confused on some pretty simple action multiple times.
To date, the biggest win this season for St. Joseph's was a win against Big Five opponent Penn earlier this season. Penn turned around and beat Villanova next time out, so that'll carry some good weight, but nothing like a win on the road at Rookwood. And they get a hold on Xavier Brown, trying to hold Dillingham in check.
See this last bucket.
It came with under 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Excuse me, Greer being able to get to the basket for St. Joe's. He's just been able to probe and get to that right side. Here he is on Reeves. Wagner's saying get through, and then they're getting confused. Do I take him? You got him. Just a late switch. If you're going to switch, switch out and be there.
And so Rob Dillingham at the free throw line now. 11 of 13 on the season, and his first attempt from the charity stripe tonight. Shepard back on the floor for Kentucky, replacing Reeves.
Not an easy position. It's been a while since we've seen Shepard, and so to be getting a little bit cold on the bench there and then come in for the last 2 minutes shows you the confidence Coach Cal has putting young freshmen in any situation.
And it also makes sense in terms of his rotations. He wants to do it every 3 minutes, getting guys in. St. Joseph's hit 14 threes tonight. Here's their main weapon, Reynolds, guarded by Shepard. Now Mitchell. What a feed by Reynolds. Asandiko couldn't finish, and then he commits the foul. Well, that was about as well drawn up a play and executed from St. Joe's until the end.
And he put it where only Asandiko could get it, who has been finishing pretty well in this game. But the big 7-footer's just going to miss this bunny with the left, and credit Wagner getting in there and getting that 50-50 ball. But much better job by Kentucky to start that possession. Shepard and Wagner communicated. They switched out on that ball screen, and Greer never got to the paint.
DJ Wagner's got a couple free throws coming, excuse me. Free throw shooting, leaving more than a little to be desired. Now just 1 of 3 in overtime, 10 of 18 for the game for the Cats. Shooter's touch, I suppose. 2:07 to play, 2-possession deficit for the Hawks. Greer, floater, back iron, Shepard to the board. Feed ahead to Thiero, and now he'll bring it out. Figured this game would be decided in the 80s, but didn't figure it'd take an overtime to do so. Greer is all over Shepard, nowhere to go on the left side. Wagner takes it down with his left hand. Cats by 6. 3 ball. What an answer for Reynolds.
One of the few mistakes Mitchell has made. He got clipped on that screen, did Wagner. Mitchell's got to be up. That's a 3-point shooter.
Here's Dillingham. Mitchell gets a touch. Size advantage inside, and the foul.
So you see Wagner, when everything else breaks down, he's able to get to the paint. Time and time again does he get penetration, and that time Mitchell sags off. When you got the best 3-point shooter on the court tonight in Reynolds, you must get up and make him play 15 feet and in.
Trey Mitchell, grad transfer from West Virginia. Plenty of stops for him. Started at UMass, then Texas, then WVU.
And what happened there when they posted up Mitchell is because St. Joe's switched with a smaller guy because Sandiego can't guard him on the perimeter, so they say, all right, let's switch it. Well, Kentucky plays chess match. Fine, we'll put him on your smaller opponent.
And that was a 6'2 freshman guard, Xavier Brown, that picked up the foul under a minute to play in overtime. Sheppard with the fast hand, steals it away, and then it's given right back. St. Joe's has a 2-on-1, and a foul will put Reynolds at the free throw line.
Well, characteristic by Sheppard with the quick hands and creating the steal. Uncharacteristic with the turnover. The communication's been much better since Sheppard came in the game on the ball screen action, but just gets a little bit careless there as they try to get in a little bit of a prevent offense. Keep the dribble alive.
Eric Reynolds is second. Was second team All-Atlantic 10 last year. He has 26 points tonight on 6 of 11 from 3. And he is a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Reynolds wide awake. He's got 28.
With the way Kentucky's been struggling from the line, I'm not sure you don't foul if you can't create a steal, try to extend this game.
I agree. The question is, how do you find the right guy? Probably Wagner. I wouldn't want to put Mitchell or Sheppard at the free throw line for sure, or Dillingham.
I think Wagner, he missed his first, the last one, and got a fortunate roll in the second.
Sheppard trying to get it in bounds, and Kentucky got a timeout. It was counted. Home run ball to Wagner. He's going to take it. It's blocked, but then Edwards follows with the dunk. An aggressive play call to go deep against the press, and it's now a 5-point lead. I thought Wagner was going to pull it back out. He didn't hesitate.
Coach Kyle with a terrific play call, and that's why you want your best passer taking the ball out. Reed Sheppard with a dime here on the long ball. You don't just trust anybody to make that pass. Sheppard throws a great one. Wagner does not slow up. And how about Edwards? I mean, he doesn't assume a make is happening. He goes in there and cleans it up for arguably the most important bucket of his Kentucky career.
Kentucky 4 of 6 from the floor in overtime, including a couple of threes. 37.6 remaining, 5-point deficit. Eric Reynolds has carried the water tonight for St. Joe's. He's got 28. Brown's got 17, including that monster 3 at the end of regulation. St. Joseph's was 6 of 30 from 3 in their Friday night loss to Texas A&M Commerce. They've hit 15 triples tonight. Big minutes from the freshman Xavier Brown, trying to inbounds. Reynolds contested. Brown trying to get it to Reynolds, nearly turned it over. Here's Reynolds. It was in and out. And a foul on the rebound is going to go against Sandiego, and that'll put the Cats at the free throw line. Second on the 7-footer from Paris.
A nice job taking away any open look for Reynolds. Still was able to get a decent look at it given the circumstances, but well defended by Kentucky. Billy Lang with that NBA experience, you know he's got some quick hitters, and Kentucky defended that sideline out of bounds about as well as you could.
This is Mitchell at the free throw line, 3 for 4 tonight. Once again, now 6 of 11 in the last 5 minutes of regulation plus overtime as a team. Sheppard with the steal, took it from Greer. St. Joe's has to foul. That's the one they want to foul, and they get Wagner and send him to the line. 16 seconds left Shepherd's quick hands may have just sealed it for Kentucky with his mom and his dad looking on. His mom, one of the all-time great defenders in Kentucky women's basketball history.
This kid's just an absolute winner. You need to win the game on offense, he's got you. You need to win it on defense, he's got you. And what you love to see is how all of his teammates came up to him, congratulated him, love him. This kid is awesome for this culture and part of their winning DNA.
And plus-minus tonight, Shepherd leading all cats. He's plus 14 in a 7-point game. Wagner essentially sealed it with his first, but St. Joe's has three-point threats all over the floor. 16 seconds left. See if they get it to Reynolds in the backcourt. Oh, a fastball nearly intercepted. And then a foul by Dillingham trying to back up on Brown, and that stops the clock with 14 seconds left. That was like a Patrick Mahomes pass. Dropped the arm angle and fired it to midcourt.
Yeah, but this is a coachable moment right now for Dillingham. Cal's saying, hey, come on, man, we're up 8-14. Do not reach. That's not the time to gamble. Just play solid.
Xavier Brown at the free throw line. 63% from the stripe on the season.
I think one thing important too, Tom, is there's going to be different times this season where different guys in the game.
Yep.
You got to make sure you aren't consumed and you and how you're playing, but how the team is doing. You got to be just as happy for the five that close out the game and get the win as if you were on the court yourself.
It's a 7-man rotation right now for John Calipari. That will grow once he gets a 7-footer on the floor, whomever that may be, whoever ends up there first. Shepherd going deep again. This time it's Edwards, and he'll pull it out. Share it to Wagner, and the Cats are going to salt this one away, but a lot closer than they expected before this thing tipped off.
It's a dime by Shepherd, man. I mean, that is a tough throw along the sidelines and zero hesitation.
His dad MVP of the 98 Final Four. Where's that same number 15? And Wagner at the free throw line.
I would call this a breakout game for Wagner. I mean, it wasn't always pretty, but I thought his defense on Reynolds in the second half was really solid. And when they couldn't get, Kentucky couldn't get much going in the half court, he was able to dribble. He created that offensive rebound opportunity for Mitchell late in regulation by drawing two defenders, and of course made some clutch baskets in the paint as well.
9 seconds left in overtime. What an effort by Billy Lang, St. Joseph Hawks. They came on the road and gave the 16th ranked team in the country absolutely everything. Here's Brown. And Shepherd ends up with the ball in his hands to finish this game. A 96-88 final. Billy Lang and John Calipari with pleasantries. Cats survive to go to 4-1. St. Joseph's will be home against Sacred Heart at Hagan Arena on Sunday.